Oh, we also kind of when if you hold it with your right hand, you get like cut off. So holding it with your left hand's better for the camera.
I'm just gonna fucking stay right here. All right, boys, lunch pail guys, we're back. A couple of guys had a little tummy ache.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I don't feel
Lost
good.
his lunch pail at his house.
Chop wood, carry water.
Yeah,
Time out. Strat, stop DMing me. You've never taken a lunch pail to work.
I don't think you've ever like carried a lunch pail in your life.
Every single post, this guy DMs
Are
me.
you a brown paper bag guy or what?
No, I'm a eat with my hands kind of guy.
No, bro, he goes out to fucking lunch. What do you mean? This dude's never carried a lunch pail in his life.
That's crazy, bro.
We got an Excel jockey right here. It's okay. He's not a lunch pail guy.
He did take off the nice button-down shirt, throw on this.
Bro, he took off.
I was sweaty. My pits were sweating.
Sweaty, so he decided to get a knockoff NASCAR.
Kind of a
Knock on. Hey, respect Hull and Nut Company.
what?
All right.
What kind of a deodorant guy are you? Are you a spray or a
No, stick. Stick.
Does anybody spray still?
I sprayed
Antiperspirant.
this morning.
You spray.
I sprayed
That's
this
your
morning.
primary, or that's your I'm on the
Depends,
go.
bro.
You have both.
I do have both, but I like the.
It depends on the color of my
Antiperspirant.
shirt too. Sometimes I don't even want to fucking risk white fucking up my entire shirt if I do a
You just spray.
and salt.
Quick spray, like just a.
Quick spray underneath, you know, and that'll like really get me going. But I don't go for the stink. But at the same time, bro, I don't really leave my house, so I'm not super concerned. I go home.
Definitely doesn't bring a lunch pail.
I'd say you got on his.
Not a lunch pail
I
guy.
don't have to bring a lunch pail anymore, no. But like I think about my dad every morning would leave with his lunch pail and a thermostat. Not a thermostat, a thermos.
Yes. Thermostat.
Both control temperature.
Both control temperature, right? They're both just marvelous works of science. Yeah, bro.
I get it.
Well,
I get
speaking
it.
of technology like thermostats, NFL today, big news.
Big news.
They're saying for first downs, we don't need the chain gang anymore. We got sensors.
It's about fucking time.
How? I mean, honestly, somebody as soon as the the air tag was invented, that should have been like the
first thing.
Second meeting, it should be like, hey, we should put these into football.
But
Yeah.
Where do they put it at the football? Is it
I
the
am interested.
midpoint or the tips? The tips.
Tips.
Yeah. So the tips, and if either one
Three of
breaks,
them in there. Put one in the front, one in the back, one in the middle.
Okay, but how is it not in the tips?
well, because think about it. If you're carrying the ball like this, and the tips are facing up and down, and the ball crosses, and you get stuffed like this,
Steve,
in the side of the ball.
nobody's.
The point.
But wait, so
See what I'm
does-
saying?
So wait, does it have to be? Is this rule going to be like, hey, this is where we placed the ball, or this is going to be like, hey, on the data of the field, the ball made furthest point at this line?
I bet you it's that.
Yeah.
I remember the XFL had it. How did the XFL had it and the NFL didn't have it?
Well, I mean, like I feel like any league that's not the NFL, like UFL is doing, like they tried the kickoff rule first,
And they're just trying to
like,
get some.
They're kind of like
They're pushing things. They're pushing the game of football forward in a way.
I think
In a-
they're, if anything, they're
like test trial.
That's
test
a bold
trials.
statement.
Yeah.
Test trial.
Test trials.
Shout out to Savannah Bananas if you want to talk about.
Yes.
Forward. Sorry.
Yes.
You can get into it.
Okay, well, this is what I was going to say. The XFL is like that area where you can kind of play with stuff, but it's not like realistic, and nobody actually cares. If you do something in the NFL, it has to be absolute. Like you can't
guys watch
you
XFL?
can't go back on it.
Right now, it's called the UFL, and yeah, I watch Sunday slate. Just
Shout out to the cool boys.
Well, there you go. But like, I want to tap in the UFL right now just because either we got guys we played with that are still there, or guys who I've interviewed in the past that are kind of in between and out of the league, and they're like, I'm going to go and do my thing. And the cool thing about the UFL right now is if you ball out in the UFL, it's such an early season. It's kind of like a spring ball realistically for the NFL, where you could be a kick-ass UFL player, then still play in the NFL this year. That's
Double dipping.
That's a long
Double
year for
dipping.
you
Bro, that's
football-wise.
I just don't know if you're gonna make it. I don't think you'd. If you,
kicker for the fucking
Kicker's different story.
I don't know, bro. You're still gonna have some crazy soft tissue if you're going like getting after it as a kicker. Shout out,
Imagine
Swanee.
Well, yeah, and we talk about all the time, like, SEC, Big Ten, like they're hitting. They don't last in the NFL because they've had so much
deteriorated earlier.
deteriorating quick. Now, you're playing 2 seasons in a year and you have no off season. I mean, you're going to be destroyed.
You could not, and you're adding another week in the NFL season, and let alone someone makes it into the playoffs.
Dude,
if that person makes it, bro, they deserve an award. Like they should
We
come up
need a
with an award
stat
for that.
check, but I guarantee you there's going to be a player in the next 3 years that is on a UFL roster, plays makes a NFL squad that same year and goes and has a playoff run, that's probably they play probably 8 to 10 games in the UFL, plus you got preseason games, so that's 4. So call that 14 games before the NFL season week 1 actually starts. Then we got we're going to be 18 weeks, so 17 games though,
and then playoffs.
Camp
21. So that's 14 plus 17, 31. Plus, let's say you win 4 games in the playoffs. You could play 35 games in one
out of 52 weeks in a year.
That's insane. Bro.
If a man makes that, bro, he deserves an award.
Yeah, hang it up after that too. Have to.
No.
Generational run. How else? How do you?
Bro, you got to keep.
I mean, he goes and they win a Super Bowl, and then it's like, what else can you achieve?
Bro, if you make that and you
2
don't
Super
have any
Bowls.
major injuries, because what did you guys ever not have an injury during a season?
No,
No.
I got hurt at.
There was probably
Sometimes
hurt
more
every
in
year.
spring ball rather than in season and stuff like that.
there. I mean, there were times where I think there was like a 2-3 year stretch where I was injured every week. Like it was just something little.
Continuous hamstring, things like that.
Yeah,
Bro, don't let a hamstring
Foot.
take you out. I feel like a hamstring would take that guy out, though.
Nothing takes you out, but
you got to play through it.
But a hamstring is going to be there with you for that entire year. Say,
Yeah.
dude, in XFL,
Bro, my hamstrings are still with me right now. I wake up and it sounds like bones are cracking. It's just like
It's just biting. This guy's like,
it's like tuning a guitar. It's
bro.
the worst. But that's a hell of a take. So that's one thing in the NFL where I'm glad that they're doing it.
okay, but then it's going to be the thing like how much of like discretion, because I feel like a lot of it is discretion. Like there's some PI calls that have not been called or been called, and there's always just a little bit of discretion. Like, do we want it absolute where everything's getting reviewed?
No, I don't. I think PI calls is similar to. It depends on the zebras you got that day. Where it's So you're gonna play.
Are you going to let him play? Is it going to be an
Are you going to let him
aggressive
play,
game?
or are you going to be
Exactly.
Exactly. And that's in any sport. That's in basketball. That's all across the board.
Is it going to be a Patrick Mahomes kind of day or like a Josh Allen kind of
Right. And
a good
but I do think like a measurable. This is a true measurable.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a true measurable.
And it's undeniable. It's going to be. That's just absolute fact.
That's what I'm saying. And like you look at all the BS, like they're too short of the first down things over the years.
And some of them have been
Blatant.
absolute
And we're
horseshit.
talking first downs. What about the 1st and 5? What about the 1st and 10 where a guy gets 3 yards, but the running back runs up the field, spots the ball at the 5 yard, but the referee only puts it down back 1 yard, so they really gained a yard off.
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
I've seen a ton of that. Or like
As an offensive player, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Or the defensive guy, you push the guy back so that, and the ref, and you kind of try to bump him so that they go further back and don't come up as far.
There's all kinds of little shit like that.
I think it'll be absolute, and it'll be like every time, and it should be.
Yeah.
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 Because football is such an inches game.
Inches, it is.
It matters, bro. Like, because that if you don't get that first down or that 1 yard on the second play, let's say you're on like a huge drive, 17 plays in, it's been an absolute grind, and you needed that 1 yard and you didn't get it,
You're done.
you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. And then you're like, oh, we should have got that. Like,
Yep.
I think it's every play.
Speaking of game of inches, like they're also the big debate now is should the tush push get moved or not? I am a believer. I'll start that debate off with I think it's bullshit that people want to try to ban it. I think if you don't like the way that they're doing it, stop it. And also, there's 32 teams in the league. There's however many teams in college football. Like, there's one obvious team that's lights out at that. Like, the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl, and they're without it. Like, if you had to rank best tush push teams in the league, it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Bills.
It's 100 feet of no.
I don't know. Josh Allen loves to step back and left and get smoked by the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm just saying, like, the Bills are probably the second best because of the quarterback
Yes.
situation, but they're still not even close to being on the level in which the way
No.
the Eagles operate. So the fact that people are trying to ban this, I think that's chicken shit.
I think it's horse shit, soft as baby shit.
Yeah.
Like, because if you have a problem with it, you go draft a quarterback who can squat 900 pounds.
Yeah, that's just a freak of nature. His thighs are.
You like this is just good drafting.
Yeah.
They built a great team and they came up with something. It is your job as the opposing team to stop it. Just like people stop the Wildcat, people stop
Wing
the
T.
stupid bubbles, wing T, like football evolves.
Yeah.
And eventually, just like how linebackers now are beefing up a little bit again because the run game's gotten so crazy for a
Yep.
while, bro. You're 220 to 230. 245.
running
And they,
4 threes.
and they were
Running.
They were sideline to sideline. They could guard slots.
And now it's changing up because you got Derrick Henry running down your throat.
He neck rolls.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, you can't stop him. Tell me you can.
Doubles down.
Tell me you can stop him.
But I saw like there's a D lineman from Florida. I don't know his name. He's like 421 pounds. The big ass.
What a guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Hefty.
Dude's a fucking tank. And somebody's like, if you're okay, let's say you're playing the Eagles twice here. Let's say they're the New York Giants, right? Why would you not just waste a 6th round, 7th round draft pick? Say, I'm going to draft this player, hoping he is a cork to plug up the fucking
100%.
push.
Yeah.
I play them 2 times a year. They look at. I'm sure there's data out there to see how many successful.
You know that they have the analytics like, okay, let's do the math. What's his salary?
Or if you're the Commanders, you're a player, a Super Bowl contender, and you got to go through a divisional round with the Eagles. Like,
Yes, bro.
that is worth
Well,
a draft pick for a team like that, in my opinion.
Go get Vita Vea. Like, who you got? You got
somebody
Vita
that's
Vea,
mean.
That guy.
Somebody that's mean.
You got to go get the big DT.
And I what I don't understand is teams will see it happening, and I understand it's really hard to stop all that momentum. But they're like crab crawl, get undercut, linebackers come up top. Like there's got to be ways to physically
Frankie
do
Lou
it.
tried. But also, okay, the Eagles are so good at it. Why is someone like Taysom Hill and the Saints not even on like a comparable level?
I just don't think that Taysom Hill has the power.
Is there? You just said Taysom doesn't have the power?
No, he's got the power.
Bro, Taysom Hill is...
No, absolutely. But I don't know if he has as nearly as much power as Hurts.
You should watch. Like, he's
Okay,
up there, bro.
why doesn't a team like the Baltimore Ravens go get Taysom Hill? He's towards the end of his career, probably. He's not in his prime. He's getting old. But why does the Ravens not go get Taysom Hill? They have a great O-line. They have a badass fullback. They have fucking Derrick Henry. They have Mark Andrews at tight end. Go get
Left
Taysom
tackle,
Hill,
basically.
Put them in tight as shit.
Bro, that would be... What a... Let's go.
What a take.
What a take.
What a fucking take.
Bro, they need to make that fucking phone call today.
Yeah, Jake, make sure you clip that one.
Yeah, bro. That...
I'm just saying, I also think it's fucking, if you're the Green Bay Packers and you had a corporate meeting with all the important people who's got to send a vote or gets to put something in the suggestion box of things we should change, and you're the Green Bay Packers, and you're right, we should ban the tush push. What kind of, that's
You're a bitch.
Soft.
somebody in that room
Soft.
should have stood up and say, just want to point out, that's pussy.
Yep.
That's soft.
You're playing ball, bro. Like, this is a ball
this
club.
where we're at?
Is this where we're at? Is this what you are as a man that you wanted to outlaw this?
Well, Strat, you're absolutely right, because what we're going to see in the NFL,
Absolutely no lunch pail.
we're gonna see in the next, I don't know, 5-6 years, it's gonna be a run heavy, big backs. People are gonna be running the ball downhill again. And there's gonna be play action pass, obviously. But I'm telling you, people are gonna start running the ball heavy, just up the middle.
Real quick, did you see do I pronounce his last name right? Genty?
Genty.
Genty, yeah.
See his
Gentry.
Yeah, you used to say Gentry, yeah.
Bro, did you see his pro day?
Dude looks like
Yeah.
a stallion.
Like a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Dude, his
Oh my
but he
God.
like has good footwork and he's nice and crisp, and then all of a sudden full speed.
But he was just a brick shit house. I have a really, really vulgar joke, but I won't tell it.
Okay.
But man,
Nah, he's gonna tell it.
no, I won't tell it. Well, you guys can cut it out.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Fucking tell it.
Last time I was at Kalani, back in the day.
That is fucked up. That is fucked up.
Yeah, right.
She didn't tell it. I make a note to cut that one out. I will say, every year though, since we're on the wrap this topic up, every year when Army plays Navy, we had to play Air Force.
Bro, nobody gives a fuck.
Timeout. Fuck you. Timeout. I give a fuck.
I do too, because when I was playing defense, I did not want to go
Why
against
does a
him.
guy with kind of little fuck up screws loose like Jim Harbaugh, who's got guys, why don't you get a third string quarterback who has some balls, 2 badass wings, and 1 running
And
back,
fucking run it?
and come out on a 3rd and 4 in the second quarter when everyone's expecting some random shit and just run fucking wing T down their ass.
My God.
Triple option. God.
I
We're
would
burn a timeout.
I want to talk about, like, if I wanted to implement a rule, I'd be like, you're not fucking running this shit ever again. Like, no, we ban the wing T from the NFL.
I mean, and I'm thinking if you're the Chargers and you got to go through the Chiefs every year, that's a competitive edge.
Can you imagine having for that in the league?
And think about this, like
Piss everyone off.
There's a majority of corners in the NFL that I'll say, you know, for the most part, they want to guard guys. They don't
want to tackle.
They don't want to tackle in the box. For the majority of corners, they don't.
Especially not in that type of box either when you're playing tight.
That's what I'm saying. So if you were to do that, you not only do they have to prep for a whole new, they have to create a whole new defense, which is just one more thing that they have to prepare for.
All the wing.
Oh, but then the physicality of a corner, like just think of like Mark Andrews swiping and just kicking out like Pat Stratton, just bow.
Oh, they should have done it with Justin Fields last year. Justin Fields at the Steelers, put Najee Harris behind him.
Hey, but then
trade for DK as one of the ends.
Running fucking jet sweeps.
Hey, sweeps, but then like double passes, reverse passes.
I'd be entertaining as
fuck.
But more than anything, let's say you ran it twice. Even if you don't run it that game, that team you're playing that week
is prepping.
That's
what I'm saying.
Bro, you have to prep it. I've implement the rule.
I'm sold.
Never allow wing T triple option in the NFL. Ever.
All right, since we're on physicality, got some big UFC fights coming up. Okay. Steve, you're our fight expert. Clearly you look like it.
I like it.
Listen, the card has Volk on it, but I'm more excited about the Michael Chandler, Patty McGee matchup.
Yes.
I think right now, and this might be a hot take, I think the UFC is nervous that they're kind of lacking superstars as champions.
Yeah.
And Conor McGregor's out the window, so who's your next Conor McGregor? I think Michael Chandler's been there the whole time. I don't think he's the next Conor McGregor by any means. He's his own.
I think he's a great guy, but he doesn't have that fucking charisma, bro. Like,
oh, bro, he's got that. Oh no, you're talking the Conor McGregor.
Like
fuck you.
Like the fuck you. Like, no. Hey, call your wife, tell her to get the red panties because you're fighting me, bitch.
Like the confidence, the swag, but then also beating the shit out of dudes to back it up.
I think he was a unicorn. I think
he's a unicorn who needs to be studied.
20-year guy, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Patty McBatty.
I don't know about 20 years. I think he might be the one and only like
Conor McGregor
of that caliber. Dude, what he did to Aldo, it still blows my mind. He literally learned how to say you're a dead man in his language and told him that, and you could see the blood rush from this guy's face.
Patty McBatty though,
world class,
has a little shit to him.
He does.
Kind of like I'm
a little pep in his step.
I'm kind of a fucking, don't give a fuck, man. Like,
and then he has this like weird hair, but it looks corny. He looks corny.
He could shave his head and probably increase his intimidation like 10%. But he's got this kind of Bieber hair going. He'd beat our ass, so I'm not disrespecting it.
Yeah.
Let's
get that straight real quick.
No hands with you.
No. But I do think that it's even though it's not the main event, it's like, dude, there are two pretty householdy names for the average UFC fan right now.
We watch the fights.
It's a great division.
2 to 3 times a year. If it's like a really big one, I've never seen the Patty McBatty guy, but I know Michael Chandler.
I'm a Michael Chandler guy too.
Did you watch when Michael Chandler jumped and who was he fighting?
He knew he was gonna. I don't fucking remember. He knew he was.
Was it Oliveira? Was it Charles Oliveira?
I don't remember.
No,
but it was. We should know that. You should know that.
I should know that. I should, but I was also having a bunch of drinks with you.
I want heavyweights coming back. I want Francis Ngannou. I want them to repair it.
I got one.
Bring back.
Okay, so this is
one for you. His name's Josh Hokett.
Josh Hokett. Shout out the Hokett.
Bro, he won.
Big Incredible Hoke.
He'll be in it.
Fights May 9th. He's like, he's probably going to.
He just fought like what, 2 weeks ago?
Bro, we all watched it.
Golf tournament.
Yeah,
we all watched it.
This is his third fight this year.
Yeah, that's insane. Because he takes no damage, he just beats the shit out of guys.
The guy stunned.
I think that the UFC is itching for more superstars.
But here's the problem. You have superstars. Tom Aspinall, John Jones. Great. That would be the fight everybody wants to see. And it's never gonna happen.
No, you need one every weekend.
You do.
You need one every weekend. I don't
think you
people
do.
Fired up You need people fired. There needs to be somebody on a card that gets you fired up every weekend.
There needs to be more scarcity. If you go every weekend, there's no scarcity.
I think there's
They're going every week. They're fighting, what, 40 weeks out of 52 right now?
They are. They have like fight nights. They have like all these events, and I think there's a little bit of
You have
both.
to create the stars in order to do it, but you can't just do it the way it is right now. Just because there's no scarcity, and if you are there all the time, then nobody cares.
I was just gonna say I used to watch. I feel like I tapped into a lot more UFC cards when it was like every 3 weeks.
Like every 3 weeks.
Every
like,
3
oh,
weeks,
shit,
and then
this is the big one.
Like right now, it seems like they'll have like let's just say that Volkanovski wasn't fighting on this main card, like, and it was just Patty and Chandler. Like then next week, it's like okay, there's Volkanovski. Like that's kind of how it's been. It's like they'll have one big name every week, but it's like if you just combine those,
Make it a good card.
Make it a good
Just
card.
like crazy
Combine those once a month.
Like once a month.
You know what? I don't pay attention to it enough.
Or you make it a
Dana
season.
White clearly is pretty good at business.
He's
knows
really one of the best
He
marketers.
knows
of
what the
all time.
fuck he's
Yeah,
doing. We're talking out of our ass right now, but like,
100%.
But I think we're also talking as a fan.
yeah. I'm talking as a
fan.
consumer.
Yeah.
I'm
The
talking
consumer.
as a guy who doesn't. I'm not constantly on UFC apps. I'm not reading bios at 2 a.m. when I'm taking shit. It's like I'm a yo. Who's fighting this weekend?
Oh shit, I've heard of them before.
Recognize.
I'm a
Exactly.
Saturday night like who's fighting, or like we want to do a little bet maybe on Profit X using code BTJ. I don't know. I know this is Lunch Pill guys, but I'm gonna give myself a soft plug right there. I'm the type of guy who's gonna be like, I don't know who the fuck these guys are. I'll take green shorts, and you go $10.
Yep.
And I want to see freaks. Like
I wanna see
wanna
some action.
I want to see crazy, huge, like Ngannou. Like I want to see Ngannou. Derek Lewis. I want to when I turn on the TV, I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, this man is enormous.
I think and you know what, too?
Paulo Costa.
The beauty of the fight game is you
Hey,
need
no
to
pause. All Diddy.
What?
You need to be a performer. You need to
Have
be an entertainer.
That's why I think Josh will thrive because
He's an
he's leaned
entertainer.
into it, bro.
Bro, he is
His homeless interviews.
no, his personality shines because like when we were with him on the football team, like he's
quiet dude.
He was a quiet guy. Now he's talking that shit.
You knew him, bro.
If you knew him, he was like he was the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Now he's like on mic'd up, fucking doing this shit.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I like it.
I love it. Next on my list, hang on, before we go. What's a matchup you want to see in the UFC?
Tom Aspinall, John Jones. I can't get over it. John Jones has always fought. He's fought everybody. Like he's fought the up and comers. He's fought the guys that were at the top when he was younger. But I think he has to do it just one more time.
Has John Jones ever fought Ngannou?
No, but that would be insane.
I think that is like
That would be insane.
Gone from the UFC.
And Ngannou's
the
gone.
relationship. Damn it.
Yeah, no, that I
do agree.
That's one I would love to see.
That is.
But
what
that
I
one's
want.
that
I'm
one's
not a
unrealistic.
Tom Aspinall fan.
You're not. He's physical. I think he can beat him just off of let me take that back. I think there's an ability for Aspinall to find a way to win, like just skill wise. Now I think Ngannou.
You are not beating John Jones in the game with skill. No one is
think-
beating John
I
Jones.
think
in the
You
game.
got to catch John Jones.
I'm saying
You have to catch him.
I think
He
there's
is
skilled.
skilled.
I think there's an ability. Now, when Aspinall watched him live and said, "Oh shit, I didn't realize how fast he was. That was my first time to watch him live." I don't think there's a way Aspinall wins, but that's the closest matchup outside of Dominic Reyes, right? Dominic Reyes,
No clue.
that arguably beat him. Ngannou's just such a big person. If Ngannou wins, it's because he clips him just with a crazy right hand.
I'm trying to say.
Uppercut.
well, with those big boys, it only takes one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what's so dangerous about those heavyweights. Like,
Right.
people will turn it on, like, this is a fat ass against a kind of swole guy. And you're like,
No,
you understand if that fat ass.
Ngannou was the best. I loved watching that. I was super sad when he killed Stipe, but it was so fun. You never knew when somebody's head was going to get blown off by like a 12 gauge shotgun.
Oh, and Derek Lewis. I mean, Derek Lewis. My balls are hot, bro.
Yes, best.
OG.
Dropping
Yes.
bombs on people, bro.
Yes.
Entertainer.
Entertainer. Like that's what I want to see more of in
Yeah.
UFC.
Dana White knows that. So you get all these guys from fucking, where the way they.
Dagestan?
Dagestan. So you get all these guys from Dagestan that.
They
Very
strictly fighting.
They're very hungry. They don't want to do interviews. They don't want to do any of that shit. The only emotion that's ever been brought out of them is Conor McGregor eating throwing
Throwing.
the fucking chair at the bus.
Dude,
What
he
was
threw.
he saying to him? Like, when he's like beating his ass.
Oh, we talk now.
We talk now. Punching him in the head.
That was the peak of entertainment you're going to get from
Dude.
the Pakistani guys, man.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, Conor McGregor was calling their religion out, was calling everything out. So, I mean.
Conor McGregor made the UFC so much money
Yes.
with
He
knows
that
it.
whole thing. He knows
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
He knows it. But I mean, have you
He won't fight again.
No, he'll never fight
Why
again.
would you? Bro,
need to.
it is.
He should have stopped way before he did.
I don't think so. I think because as like a competitor, you want to stay on top as long as you can. Nobody has retired on top except like Calvin Johnson. Most people.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson, the football player?
Yeah.
But even then, like, he was on a shitty Lions team.
But like he was still like everyone's like
He
bro,
was
you're
still balling.
retiring. Like
He was still balling.
Peyton
Yeah.
Manning retired after Super Bowl, didn't he?
I thought he had one.
He still did like
Yeah,
everybody keeps trying to get after it because nobody wants
Look at Aaron Rodgers.
that they're washed. Aaron Rodgers. He gets like, bro, you know what? I need another year. Let me
But
fucking
Aaron
figure it out.
Rodgers also is like, okay, realistically, and I know he already has all the money in the world.
isn't about money.
He is doing two things. He's ring chasing.
He's 100% ring.
Yeah.
He's ring chasing. And I think that's where he's kind of like, fuck, you're not going to win. And maybe by the time we post this, he's going to be signed somewhere. But realistically, the teams that he's going to potentially sign with, they're probably not going to win Super Bowls.
No.
I wouldn't. I would. I don't know if this would even be possible. I'd wait a year because I don't want to go to the
too old.
fucking Steelers.
Damn, wait a year.
Right.
too old.
It's too old, but, like, I'm not trying to go to the Steelers, bro. The CTE crew with George Pickens and DK Metcalf, bro, you might get stabbed.
That's fucking hard.
I was gonna say did he just mess up another last name?
Yeah.
I did.
You got like Asian descent or something in you, bro?
I got it.
Is that a bad one? Whoa. Bro. Bro. No, I saw,
Ruru Lemon.
today I saw like a little meme on Twitter. It was like some guy was talking to an Asian lady. And he's like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" She's like, "I'm a pirate." And he's like, "Oh wow, like you go on this, out in the sea and like you look for gold." He's like, "No, I fly airplanes." I was like, "Damn, man!" Like, I had to pronounce it in my head for it to make sense.
It makes sense, bro. Have you completely tangent? Are you on TikTok at all?
No,
Bro, there's TikTok when like people's accents slip out. It is the funniest shit. Like they'll clown everybody. But back to the Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he should go to the Steelers.
well, there's a good chance by the time this drops, we're gonna know
probably
where he's
there.
at. But and he just threw with DK Metcalf this week. Like this was as of yesterday. It's like he's probably gonna go to the Steelers.
Who?
Are you April Foolsing us?
April?
That sounds like the most April Fool's thing of all time, bro.
That's fucking bullshit. Nate, don't throw some bullshit April Fools. Fucking burner
There's
account.
no
tweet.
fucking way,
No
bro.
fucking way. Also, I think this is another thing. There's so much bullshit April Fools on Twitter to where if you actually do something,
It's very hard to
I don't
it's
think
very
you
hard
can.
to I don't think you can talk
I'm
about
sure
anything.
every NFL GM is like, we don't do business on April 1st. We don't do business on April 1st. We don't publicize or do business on April 1st.
I think that's a very, very good rule.
Has to be.
Has to be.
There's too much money in this shit.
Wait, I missed it. I was looking if Dak got traded. Would you
I
say?
didn't get fucking
didn't get
traded. It's
fucking
April
traded.
1st.
I was just I know. I just wanted to make sure.
So full of shit. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. It's definitely exciting.
Where else could he go?
Minnesota still, yeah.
I would take Minnesota over the Steelers.
I would too.
But I don't know
All
if it's on
day.
the table. And listen, they're going to be high on J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
Now, I don't think.
I
if you're
think JJ
Minnesota, though, why the fuck would you not pay Aaron Rodgers, let him be the guy,
Let JJ
Now you
learn
get- now you
and
get
develop
JJ
and
to
recover.
sit behind
the guy.
Aaron Rodgers? And listen, motherfucker tore his Achilles on the first play of the game 2 years ago. Like,
There's still a chance that
what happens if some shit happens? Wish him great health.
Yep.
No, nothing at all. But like, don't. What also? If you're the Vikings, what if the injury reflames up with JJ McCarthy?
Bro, you got to give it
fucked.
time, bro. I think the hardest thing in sports, as athletes, I'm trying to come back immediately. Like, I'm fine. I'll
course.
fucking do it. I'll make it happen.
Tape it up, throw some shit
Tape
on there.
it
Let's
up.
go.
But, like, you give him just a little bit more recovery time, and you get to sit behind one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
and learn in the meeting rooms. I think that's one of the areas where franchise kind of
Vets.
they screw themselves when they draft a first rounder and they're like, we have to play him because we just paid him. Let them sit for a year. Let him learn, especially if you have a quarterback that's usable. Obviously, you can't just burn an NFL season, but that's where you see. I mean,
Bryce Young got absolutely thrown to the wolves.
well, I was gonna say
I think Michael Penix is going to be more successful because he sat behind Kirk Cousins. That's
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly,
I think
exactly.
It's the best thing that could have happened to him.
And how many times do we see guys? I mean, obviously, Sam Darnold kind of fell off at the end of the year.
He didn't. He lost 2 games.
He lost 2 games. Bro, he was balling out of control.
No, okay,
And it was a good defense.
Yeah, but he did it. He
lost 2 games after they won 14 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, but he did struggle towards the end, which is true. But
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
it's true. He lost 2 games at the end of the year.
He lost. The fucking team lost 2 games.
Yeah,
he
but-
lost 2 games.
He also didn't play that well, like at the end. Anyways, my whole point is you have a guy, he goes to the Jets, struggles, and then now has the ability, he has the experience, he's had enough time in the NFL. That's my point more than his season this year. My point is give guys time to develop in the NFL. It's a whole different game.
Yeah, there's the other side of the coin of we don't got motherfucking time.
My job is up next
Body's
year.
on a timer. Look at the New York Giants right now. They need to win.
Who was it?
Right
Jabuin?
now.
Who is it? Jabuins and Russell? Is that who they have?
Yeah, they got Jameis and Russell.
I want to talk about 2 wolves.
And yeah. But I'm saying like they're in, and Brian Dable, their head coach, knows like if I don't win,
I'm out, and I'm never getting another head coaching job.
if it's week 6 and I'm not at least 3-3, I'm fucking gone.
He's gone, bro.
At least 3-3.
Gone.
If you're 2-4, you're gone. His string is so fucking, and this isn't me like I have the fucking analytics. This is just watch it over time.
This is just
man.
public opinion, bro.
This is just fucking. This is just a lunch pail guy shooting the shit, having a fucking Capri Sun. I mean, that's all it is.
He's.
The string,
I'm surprised he made it through
the
this.
leash.
I am too,
these
because
days.
I mean the same thing with the Titans when they got rid of Derrick Henry. It's like you just saw them really just and just go downhill. Yeah. Like same thing with Saquon. And I think it's gonna be a long lasting
Did
thing.
they fire their GM last year? After that, I mean, how about like nobody wants to do Hard Knocks anymore because of that dipshit?
Oh man, it was bad.
Should that man ever get another job again?
Maybe like a chairman position at like a Chick-fil-A on the East Coast.
Chairman, huh? Chairman of the East Coast,
Really
or just
He was like really aiming high and like, you know what, I can revive my
Like,
career.
hey, I have been a part of an organization before.
Like I've led teams before. Like I've like done some.
Like I know how to call a meeting.
They're like, wait, we watched Hard Knocks.
We watched Hard Knocks. This is the worst decision making of my life.
Jake, what the fuck kind of sign was that? So irrelevant.
What? Letting you know you're at 30 minutes.
I know what I'm at.
Okay. Well, I don't, but so I appreciate it.
It's 5:40.
fucking
Scared
dick.
me. I thought there was like an alarm or something going.
You know, like bro, he's just trying to like.
My bad. Honestly, the Flash.
Frank's like, respect my authority.
No, it's not bad.
South Park.
Man gets one fucking Rolex, loses his goddamn mind.
You know what? At least when I get my Rolex, I get them at Orloff Jewelers. Ask for Max.
No free shout outs.
You up? They've been
Shout
in
out,
business
Max.
for 70 years. It's a family business. Top quality products, unbeatable prices.
I gotta go see Max in a couple weeks.
Check him out, man. He helps you with your timepiece. Ask me what time it is.
What time is it?
It is 5:40.
How many seconds?
I'm at 12 seconds. Also, I set this myself, and I didn't wear it one day. I have to wear it every day.
Do you have the thingy? Do you have one
I
of
don't
them?
have the thingy yet.
What is that?
It's like if you don't wear your Rolex, they have like a little thing you put your watch on. Or if you don't have,
Oh, it's like a.
don't wear it.
Yeah.
It
Because they're
mimics
automatic.
hand motion.
Yeah.
Because this is all like
charges it.
motion
I need to get
charged.
one
Yeah.
because I have one nice watch and I have to set that bitch every time.
Dad has
and
one. I might swoop. Yeah. And I've been wearing it, but I gotta say, dude, like driving.
I'm just trying to warm it up, bro. I'm
Driving
that
with
bitch
the
going,
watch
get
on.
that engine started.
Driving with the watch on has changed my life.
It's heavy.
Yeah, bro, I'm not used to it.
He's like,
Right, my left arm is
He doesn't drive with his right arm anymore.
1%.
he's like, you see that?
Pop was driving by a couple days ago, hit that sun hit. I was like, shh, shh.
Ka-chow.
Speaking of Ka-chow, it's also Masters Week upcoming. As golf guys, #1 tournament ever.
I think it's
Is there even a comparison?
classic.
I don't even know. It's such an OG. It's probably one of the most OG sporting events there is. Like
It's because they haven't sold out. They haven't sold out to anybody else. They haven't sold out to.
No, they're the only
anything.
people who said this is how it's been and this is how it's going to stay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Baseball tries to do it, and baseball sucks.
No, baseball does not try to do it. Baseball
Tries to be like keep everything like pristine the way it is.
I mean, even the Yankees,
sucks
even the
balls
Yankees
because-
now are allowed to shave their beard or not have to shave their beards.
They should have never outlawed steroids.
Yeah, they
bro.
have
Let
fucking-
hitters.
Okay, I have a topic about that. I think there should be a
They are
league.
the Masters.
All right, I think. Anyways,
Write it down.
I think there should be a league, a baseball league, since it's not a contact sport where they're just roided out.
Honestly, I think all professional athletes should be able to take steroids. I want
Let's see how good
I
the
want
human
to see how
person
good
can possibly
the human
be.
body is,
Yes,
bro.
I'm on the same
Do you
page.
think there'll be a noticeable difference? Like, let's just say they did a sample size. Let's say they told the Las Vegas Raiders this year, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
Who's the freakiest guy you've seen?
In my life, in real life,
Like, if Kareem Hunt was on steroids when we were in college, I can't imagine
dude, we
how
played
terrible
Bama.
that would have went.
You graduated by then.
Who'd you play?
We played Bama. That was pretty crazy.
Right, like those dudes.
Yeah.
But they got an extra 10 to 20% on you. That's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's a
But
great thing.
imagine Frank on steroids now.
It's just a.
But it evens out.
But let's say this. Let's just say the UFL, great example. They're experimenting shit. What if they said, "Hey, Birmingham Stallions, we're gonna give you any fucking needle the ass you want."
So you're saying a control group, a test group, and then
So you don't
just
tell anybody.
Yes,
You just let the Birmingham Stallions go after it.
and they win, and they
absolutely
win the championship for 5 years in a row.
Maybe make it to where whoever was in last place of the previous season.
Hey, I like that because the Titans right now, that's my team. We're pretty much last place last year. That'd be great.
I think it would be an absolute insane game changer. I don't know if people could pick up on the speed, like of how much it would increase, but imagine that. Because college was so much faster from high school. NFL is way faster.
And now roided out NFL.
Steroid NFL.
Steroided NFL, I could imagine the big hits. Like if they did
Okay.
that in check would be insane.
But I would be.
I have a question for you guys. Would you rather have a roided out NFL with the rules right now, or go back to like early 2000s rules, no steroids?
Early 2000s, bro.
Yeah, where dudes are just get across the middle, just getting
Early
smoked.
2000s, Tom Brady getting decapitated.
Yes.
Trying to fucking.
Hey, who was the Broncos D lineman that was just nasty?
I have no clue.
Oh, there was this Broncos edge rusher. The clip just plays over and over and over in my head of Tom Brady getting just decleated.
Bro,
It's my favorite.
I want early 2000s to like 2010 football.
I'd
Yes.
rather have juiced up baseball.
Okay.
I want more home runs. I want 110-mile fucking strikes. Football's already so exciting.
Okay.
Baseball needs this.
Baseball is falling apart.
is the best thing to happen.
Yeah. And it's going to get banned after this year.
The fence is up 10 feet, 20 feet.
And you got to keep
Give them no warning track.
keep the wonky bats. Let everybody get on roids.
I think you juice it up. You could keep the tradition. Baseball is full of tradition because of the uniforms and stuff. But you know what?
Stupidest shit ever.
Don't-
Why does the coach have a uniform on?
Don't.
Shit's retarded.
I don't hate that.
Okay,
I
but
don't hate that.
okay, do you like when like in basketball when the coach is wearing a suit, or do you like them in like this athletic gear now?
I think a suit.
I think a suit.
I think a suit looks good. Now,
think a suit-
I think it's a mix.
So I think-
as you like get into the playoffs, hey bro, we're here. It's here for business. Put on a suit.
yeah.
I'm a suit.
So
guy.
so you like tradition, you just don't like how like kind of like
That's
baseball is just too like
started a
Baseball
shot
is
clock.
way too slow.
baseball's like
For baseball, yeah.
You
yeah.
have to pitch like
That was actually really good. I went to a Giants game last year. It was a lot more exciting. Got over quick too.
Okay, the Masters, though, is full of tradition, and it stayed full of tradition. One of my favorite rules, that's my bullet point I have here.
Transition was
No cell phones or cameras allowed here. Now, to me, I think that is extremely cool. I think we're so consumed. I hate seeing the videos. A concert's a perfect example, right? You go to the concert, back in the day, even 20 years ago, you go to a concert, you pull up, you're getting some beers, and you're taking in the experience.
Everybody's
now
dancing.
you go to a concert in the back, everyone's on their phone.
everyone.
Yep.
You turn back and you see 10,000 iPhones.
Yep.
And it's like it's sick. You got it for the gram. I'm example A of this shit. Like, I want to let people know, hey, yo, we're at
I'm
Zach
at this
Bryan
fucking concert.
Like,
You're not here.
shit.
I'm here
Exactly.
with my Rolex.
But
He said, "Look at this video. Look at it. Zach Bryan is so good.
Oh my God, Zach Bryan's dope, bro.
I'm gonna start taking my new poses either like this.
So, guys,
But I just think that it's sick that you're in the moment at the Masters. You are in the moment. You're there. You're part of it. There's so much tradition. Anybody would be going in 2025. Like, they've been itching to go for a period of time. Like, it's something they had to work towards. And I want to say there's only like 300 current members in like part of Augusta National.
Bill Gates couldn't get in, bro.
No, it's not even about money. It's like you
I
have to
know,
get
it's
voted
insane.
in.
Yep.
You have to get voted in. And what's one of the coolest thing?
you also
One thing everybody loves in this world: exclusivity.
Yes.
People like to be in exclusive shit. There's a reason why people want a VIP table, because other people fucking aren't. Yeah, it might come with free drinks and you get to rub elbows with the guy hosting the event
all
or a high profile person. I'm a victim of it. You want to be in the high profile part of the event. Not to say I'm better than you necessarily, but I'd rather pay for the best than pay a little less for kind of good.
Bro, I go VIP to everything, like for the same thing. Like I told Jake about it. It's like a rule. Like if I ever go to a conference, just go VIP.
Fucking do it.
It feels better. You network better. Like the entire experience.
And there's nothing worse when you go to something, you're like, oh, you know what? You don't have the proper wristband for that. Why don't you go have some cheese and crackers over there? We're having fucking filet mignon up here. Go ahead, you fucking peasant. Go get some. I think there's a fucking water fountain around the corner. We have Saratoga up here, bitch.
All right, I got knockoff Saratoga. I got shout out Pellegrino, big Pellegrino, but they switched over to plastic bottles.
Dude, so did Mickey's.
Bro, you want to talk about the fucking desecration of a brand? Mickey's
Sidewalk
switching to
Slammers.
plastic.
Sidewalk Slammers, 40s.
Bro, I used to walk around
40 hands.
2 40s of Mickey's when they were glass. Then out of nowhere, they want to
40
switch it
hands.
to plastic. Bro, ruining.
There's only one
That's when America started to just go down the drain.
Hey, lowered the standard.
America lowered the standard right there.
I agree. There's no way they were happy about that decision.
There was no fucking way. I went. I was about to buy it. They lost a
I think
loyal
I was
customer.
with you, I want to say.
I
can see your disappointment.
You reach it.
And you were probably like, what the fuck is this shit?
And then I tried one that was out of plastic. You know it doesn't taste the same. You know it doesn't taste the same.
Certain things taste better out of certain containers.
Yes.
I think like certain like milk out of a
Ice,
glass.
like, yes.
Straight out of the cow.
No, milk out of a glass.
Got overalls
jar
on.
Kicks ass out of a plastic jar. The little Martinelli's apple juices.
Oh,
What a heater! What a heater!
come on, bro. It can't come anything but in the glass. Yeah. If you
So good.
you serve me Martinelli's in one of those paper boxes,
No.
am I a fucking peasant to you?
There's certain things where that just stands true. But you know, the menu at the Masters is another big topic that I want to discuss. So whoever wins the tournament, obviously they win a green jacket, which is something Bring the Juice has used as an inspiration, part of our tournament. But you get to pick the menu, and you got to have an appetizer, a first course, a main course that features both a fish and a steak, and then a dessert. So I want to ask you guys, what would your meal be if you won the Masters?
All right, name it off.
All right, I'm going to go first. My appetizer, you got to have two. I would be fried calamari and oysters on the half shell. Okay, so
Okay.
one appetizer. My first course, I would have clam chowder bread bowls.
What?
Clam chowder,
Clam chowder bread bowls? I thought you said Red Bulls. I was like, what the
bread bowls.
this is-
And I'd also have wedge salads as an option. Okay. And then my main course, I would have ribeye steaks or shrimp and grits. And then my dessert would be a chocolate chip pizookie with vanilla ice cream.
That sounds good.
Steve, what do you got?
Bruschetta,
Okay.
appetizer.
right.
Okay.
That's just classic. I like it.
Classic.
With salmon or yellowtail nigiri.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
it's just, I don't know. It just sounded good.
Okay.
You said I could get whatever I want.
Hey, you're a classy man, bro. I'm not judging.
And then just a
VIP.
Caesar salad.
Oh, wow. You're Olive Garden guy.
Yep. And then a 40-ounce porterhouse, medium rare, more on the rare side, with garlic mashed potatoes and fire roasted broccolini.
All right, my guy likes food. This guy. My guy right here.
It was easy to make this,
Like
and then
food.
just creme brulee with a scoop of
Oh, man.
just a nice like vanilla ice cream on top.
So what are the options? I have appetizer.
Appetizer.
All right,
First
stop.
course.
Appetizer for sure. Fried mac and cheese balls. Come on, bro.
Peter.
Come on, bro.
Peter, that reminds me of Charlie Wing Company in Utah.
Oh.
So fucking good.
And you know what? Just for the brand, everybody gets their own Martinellis in the glass as the drinks. You want to talk about class? Great.
High class.
With you
High
on
class. All right, what's my next one?
it. First course, so like a salad or soup or chili or something.
A soup. Pho. It's going to be pho. I
It's
love
fucking.
I don't give a fuck. It's my meal.
You don't
Okay,
give a
okay. It's a cup of pho. It's a cup of pho.
It's a yeah. It's
Not a big bowl. It's not a big,
Not a big
it's
bowl.
sampler.
A small bowl. Like so,
bowl.
the
It's like
small bowl at pho. All
Yeah.
right, that would be the second one, and then main course.
Yeah.
Tomahawk.
There we go.
Come on, bro. Give me a tomahawk.
Yeah.
Big, I can hit a fucking golf ball with it.
Dessert.
Dessert.
I had a lot of ideas on mine.
On the dessert.
Yeah. I was like, what if I just do fucking Oreos and milk?
That's
A fucking bro.
Just
Oreos
a
and-
sleeve of fucking Oreos and one.
And a bowl of milk.
a
and
sleeve of Oreos, but in like
that's
the silver like plastic. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh wee.
Bro, that's the one. Oreos and milk. I want a bowl full of milk.
Really, really cold milk.
Oreos,
Really cold milk.
and I can just throw it
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
gotta be cold milk.
Freezing cold milk.
Bam. Oh, bro. I'm excited.
Okay. I like these answers, which leads to my last question regarding the Masters, because this is a constant debate, and I actually have a business idea I want to do off of it. So, if you got to start every hole off of the green,
Off of the green?
you're on the green.
Okay.
So, let's say you're on the furthest part of the green
From the pin.
from the pin, and you start right there. So your first hit's going to be stroke one. Could you win the Masters?
I would like to say the odds are in your favor, but I am absolutely ass. I'm going to go with no, bro.
Okay.
Because, like, I can get onto the green,
You're already on the green.
but, like, my short game's terrible.
Yeah, you got to work on that.
Yeah, but you don't even need short game. It's just putting.
All you're going to
No,
bring
like,
out is
my
your fucking
putting
putter.
game is terrible. Like,
Oh,
I'd
okay.
mental midget the fuck out of that. Shout out, Frank.
Fuck you, Strat. I have a stat here for you, okay?
Okay, wait. I want to give my answer. Yes.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
As long as
No, there
it's
is-
not raining and windy.
Perfect conditions.
Perfect conditions.
Know how to putt.
Yeah, I think I could 4-putt.
Okay, but
Can
hang
you
on.
look
Most
up how
holes.
big
So I
the
got-
greens are at the Masters?
No, wait, Strat. I have some stuff already here. So here's some math. The course record at Augusta National is a 63. Okay? So let's say I have to shoot a 62 to win the tournament, right? That means I need to average 3.44 putts per hole on 18. So if I 3-putt everything, you're going to win the Masters.
I don't think I could 3-putt everything.
Yeah, but you got a couple fours in there too. That
Nah, bro.
3.44.
3.4. You have, like, one
have-
or two 4-putts.
yeah.
That's, no. Not at all. No
You don't
fucking
think
way.
you could shoot a 62?
Look up how big the fucking greens are.
Well, not only are they
That's even relevant.
What do you mean that's not relevant? You're starting on the edge.
okay, but here's the thing.
I've
Here's
also
the
been putting fucking lights out lately, so I think there's something on me.
Frank.
Nah,
Frank,
one out
we
of-
just
one out of three.
we
One
just
out of three.
last Friday we played San Joaquin.
Yeah,
They were rolling. I want to say at an 11 or a 12,
yeah, which is the fastest I've ever had.
and we were yeah, you had some good putts,
No, it
but
was hard.
overall,
Everyone putted shit.
everybody putted shitty overall. Now crank it up just a little bit more, and now think you're not putting. You're not getting an extra read at the putt because we're scrambling.
And what happens if I accidentally?
Roll it off the green
Bro, you roll it
into a sand trap.
like a roll off the green.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is what I lead to. This is a fun. It's a fun debate. Like because there's two sides of it. You're like, no, I can never do it in a million years. I'm over here like, I think I'm a decent putter. I think I could fucking do this. I want to open a business where it's 18 greens, only greens that are exact replicas of Augusta National. Or maybe it's not all Augusta National. Maybe there's one from Pebble. Maybe there's one from someplace in Scottsdale. It's 18 iconic greens, and you don't bring any clubs out besides a putter, and you see what you can score off.
And it's just fancy putt putt.
That would be super fun.
Fancy putt-putt. Obviously, you have
Is
a
it-
driving range there with a bar and making an experience, but it's a fancy putt-putt.
But they're going to be rolling as fast and as crisp
Yes,
as the
it's-
greens
it's
there.
full legit- like,
Exact
you
replicas.
get to really
Like, do you really have it?
are you that guy?
And then maybe
I
you
like
should just
that.
like strap a Topgolf next to it.
Yes.
It'd
Yeah.
be a Topgolf. It wouldn't be an
With-
actual
and, like-
Topgolf. It'd be a version of Topgolf.
Like you'd have your own version of Topgolf, and
I'd
then
have
that.
bays and a bar and all that experience.
Lots of bars.
But I wouldn't have a course. I wouldn't have a par 3 course. I just have, maybe it's not even 18 greens. Maybe it's 9 greens.
I like the 18.
Listen,
Yeah.
I like the 18.
What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Would you go to that?
Okay.
a year?
Here's the only problem. It's a one and done kind of business though. Like what's the retention?
You did it once.
What's the retention? Like how do you keep people coming
No,
back?
if you have like the top, if
you have a driving
Topgolf-
range.
yeah, Topgolf has done really good as far as like a retention point because now it's like a business meeting for someone, and like, bro, everyone I know in Utah, bro, they take all their clients to Topgolf. Like, hey, bro, let's go get lunch at Topgolf, hit a couple balls, have a couple drinks, hash out this deal. Then, bro,
Yep.
they do that once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But okay, so yes, the Topgolf idea is already. I think like the driving range with the tracers, like having that there is the retention. But how do you make people go back to the greens and putt again if it's just the putting? That's just my question.
I think you're getting consistent customers from the driving range and bar experience.
Yeah.
The same reason why people keep going back to Topgolf. But we also have this experience here. So you could have the bays filled of people, yet at the same time, like maybe you have done the putting course, but your two buddies that you're going with haven't and they want to do it today. Or
And I
maybe
feel
you
like
wanna
that
watch
would
the
be-
short game.
that would be
You just
such
wanna
a-
do fucking drills, and you're like, I want to challenge
And I
myself.
like going, I'll give you that. So you have, but like there's no mass market for it. If you take that
Approach.
then
Yep.
Topgolf has major mass market because you got these random dudes just going out there trying to see what they're made of.
I think the way that you could market it is like the competitive aspect, like
Course record.
like course.
Get the Super Bowl, like of us trying to beat Chris Long and Kyle Long on who got the best drive towards the pin.
Yeah.
Like just that competition right there. Like I was in it.
Well, that and like you could have a leaderboard of the week, like who shot the lowest that week.
Maybe leaderboard of the week gets like some free pitcher of beer.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Something
get
like that.
balls
But then
from-
also you have it where think about how like competitive we are just within our own group. Like you want to win something and talk shit.
Host some tournaments.
Host like some
some
like
tournaments.
Yeah, some things like that where you bring your boys in and it's like, all right, who's the best putter? Fuck you.
I think you got to make it classy though. I think you got to make it.
I think it'd have to be
I
classy.
think you almost got to make it like old school wood cabin, classy, like very.
It's indoor. It's indoor.
I don't know.
You couldn't do it indoor.
I was gonna say it has to be outdoor.
You got to do it outdoor.
Is there a attire? Like, do you have to wear like golf attire, or can you go?
Kind of like the golf attire.
I like the golf attire thing too.
At the beginning, you want to start off pretty niche so that way you know the customers love it. And
This isn't boomers. This isn't Blackbeards. This isn't your
Yeah.
fucking
no,
local
and like so like you go up. It's
seventh graders aren't
Top
taking-
Golf is still like an investment for most people to go to Top Golf and spend 2-3 hours there hitting balls.
Yeah.
Right. So if you do it that same way, I think so. You want to? Let's cover. What do we got? 5 minutes.
It's 5:59.
All right. One more topic. I think we should be able to take photos in certain places at the Masters. And what's changed my mind about this is just having a kid to where I wish I would have taken even more photos of when he was younger. And you'll start to see it now.
So you think you should get to have photos at the Masters?
Designated.
I was just gonna say, what if it's a thing where you get to take a photo on this tee box or on this screen, or you know what I mean?
What if every attendee gets one of the roller cameras?
Oh, that is such a good idea,
Or you get like 10. You get 10 pictures. You get 10.
dude. The disposable camera,
Well, you'd have to disable the flashes.
No flash. Yeah.
the disposable camera idea is a great idea.
I feel like when it's that serious, I wouldn't even want someone to be taking a photo in their backswing because you hear
That little click.
you hear that click.
I'm sure the Masters could engineer a clickless
not wrong.
camera.
You're not wrong.
But here's my thing. Are you saying just because it's the Masters tournament and you want that tournament to stay the same? No. I'm saying stay the same because like at all these other tournaments, there's noise, there's whatever. So you're saying you want to, for the players, for the fans, you want to keep that experience as pure as possible.
I think it is a very, very special experience that like there's no need to change it.
I agree.
Like people shit on baseball because it needs to change because it's slow. Bro, the Masters doesn't need to change. It's the
Yeah.
fucking Masters.
And they have it. That's the coolest thing. They have it, and
They
it's
have
only
it.
gotten more and more and more popular.
Exactly.
There's not very many sports events that have held that integrity and not like moved the line necessarily.
And sold out inch by inch.
Kentucky Derby would be another really cool thing where if they banned phones from the Kentucky Derby, it's like, we're here to enjoy this.
I would like to go to the Kentucky Derby.
It's on my list. That'd be fucking sick.
Bring the juice goes to the Kentucky Derby.
It is crazy. I mean, there's like watch parties for the Kentucky Derby where people dress up just like that.
Yeah, my mom's
like,
gone multiple
Yeah,
times.
that's like huge tradition. Now, if they could get that done, that would be crazy.
I had no idea how big it was.
It's insane.
It is insane.
insane.
Like I didn't get to go to the actual Super Bowl, but Super Bowl week, bro, for sure knocked like a piece off my list. That was insane. By the way, they should never have it anywhere else besides Vegas, New Orleans, and probably like Miami.
I was
Like,
gonna say Miami.
and like those are the only 3 spots you can do it after experience.
Not LA.
LA's too spread out.
I think the Bay next year is gonna be too spread out too.
That's what I think the Bay is going to
Where
be.
the
way
fuck do we
too
get a
spread out.
house at?
Where do you get a house?
San Jose?
Like it's not going to be.
And what if there's a party in the city, or if there's an event we need to go to in Santa Clara? Like,
It's not.
Well, yeah, I didn't.
Austin's super walkable, but they don't like. What is it? Texas's stadium would have to be the stadium that it's in.
Yeah.
That's the only one it can handle. Even Dallas isn't really walkable like
out.
that. It's too spread out.
and New Orleans is right then and there. Maybe like then you gotta take weather into consideration. Like, Indy would actually be kind of sick. Indianapolis, I think.
Bro, it's cold.
Yeah, you're right.
That's really cold. Where else could you have it?
Tampa.
I've been to Tampa,
Had fun in Tampa.
but I don't know if they have
The infrastructure for it.
just Bourbon Street, bro. We went to Bourbon Street 5 days in a row.
And got into some different shit every day.
No, it was the same shit.
It was
every
the
day.
same.
Oh wow.
It was the same shit, same fried chicken and fried catfish every day.
Yeah.
But like it was, just the experience of that and the walkability of that
The walkability is huge.
is what I think is what really separates it. Because like we didn't need to go anywhere else. Like you could be
No.
like, oh, we'll walk all the way down. But if we had to go to like 4 different locations to even get anywhere,
No, it was a 2-minute Uber to get to Bourbon, and it's like,
what are we gonna get into?
that's it. And you're walking. Oh, we'll walk to the other neon sign. Like, that's.
All right. Well, what about Nashville's building a new stadium?
I can see Nashville.
I could see Nashville. I'd
I
be on
think
board
that
with
would be a very, very doable place.
Actually, yeah, that's probably happening. I think,
Yeah.
but I do think next year in the Bay is going to be really tough from like a week of nightlife scenario.
We'll find spots. I just don't know where all the action's going to be.
Exactly. To where bro, it's like go to
And it's it's like, okay, if you're here but everybody's over here, it's going to take a while, and then when you get there, everybody moved here.
Also, California
You know-
is just so expensive. You know it's going to be ramped up like.
oh, and you're in San Jose is one of the most expensive markets in the world. Like it's going to be insane.
I know.
But that was like one of the things on my list: Super Bowl, Masters, Kentucky Derby. What's another one?
Flying in a F-18 or a fighter jet.
Yeah, that's the
I
best
don't
job
think
in the
that
world.
is the same topic.
I don't think it's the same topic, but that's a bucket list.
Yeah, bucket list thing.
Daytona 500's up there for me.
Yeah.
2 fucks less. I've seen a lot of left turns.
March Madness. Like
Like-
a good March Madness.
Okay, well here, like one of my things, like I want to go to each of like the big rivalries with like an Iron Bowl or Red
Yeah.
River rivalry.
Yeah.
But
I got a list of 50 of those.
But I want to go when they're ranked, like both of them are ranked in the top 10 or whatever.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
Michigan, Ohio State, Bama, Auburn.
Like, but I want to go not just to the game. Like if it's a blowout, that sucks. I want to go when it's like
3 versus 1.
yes, and it is intent. Like I want to see like Auburn's gonna win the football game.
Like an Iron Bowl with the kick 6.
Yes.
And it is insane. Like that's on mine and Kalani's like list.
Yes.
Where you wait until week 7, because it's late in the season.
Yep.
Like, all
See how
right,
things are going.
how are things
they're
going?
both hooping.
Like, when-
But I
let's
got
go.
I want to go to Harvard, Yale. I want to go to Montana State, Montana.
this fucking guy in Army Navy. Jesus Christ.
I want
Yeah.
to go to Sac State, UC Davis. I want to go to St. John Bosco versus Modern Day. JV.
JV on Thursday.
There's a lot of tradition there.
Yeah.
No, there's certain games though where it's like I have to go to that shit. I want to go to the Natty one year in a good Natty, 2 good teams.
I want to go to like a great Natty. Oh, I want to go to Ohio State, Michigan. Like this last year would have been the peak.
Because Ohio State was so good, Michigan wasn't good. Michigan won.
Found a way to win. The flag
was like, oh my.
I want to go to Red River rivalry. Got to go to Texas.
Red River. So Red River might be number 1.
Yeah, it's up there.
I want to be in Tallahassee and seeing
I do want to see a fucking chop,
dude.
When
Miami, Florida State.
Yeah,
fucking dirty.
Just crazy.
Both top 10.
Yep.
Oh, bro. If Miami and Florida State are both top 10 and you get to go to Florida State.
Oh, my gosh. I'm getting chills thinking about it right now.
I see when they're both like 1 and 2 in the tournament, Duke, North Carolina basketball game.
Oh, bro. I think that would be – I don't think I could get tickets. You'd have to know someone.
Yeah, probably not. Starting price would be at least $5,000. Nosebleeds.
Dude, that like when that happens, and if you're in a financial position to make it happen, like, do you pull the trigger?
Bro, this is one thing I learned at the end of Conor McGregor's career, and I'll end it on this. When Conor McGregor said he was going to fight Michael Chandler, I literally told my brothers, I said, we're going.
I was sitting in the living room with you.
You're with us. I said, we're going. Michael Chandler is an iconic fighter. Conor McGregor is a unicorn. This is not going to happen again in history. And that's why I think I've now opened up my pockets, horizons to being like, if there's a fighter like Conor McGregor that comes back around and there's a fight big enough and it's at a date where I could go and it's in like a Vegas place where it's accessible, I'm willing to
100%.
The
fights are so unique.
Yes. There's the opportunity for that to just the stars to align and come together again. I feel like you got to take the opportunity when you get it.
So I'm saying, like, there's a good chance North Carolina and Duke are both going to be top 5 basketball teams in the
over the next 20 years now. With
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But fights are it's truly a one-off, man. It's truly a one-off.
Yeah,
you'll never see Conor McGregor knock out Aldo again, or like something like that where he called it. He was warming up in the locker room right before he goes out, does the exact knockout that he does, and
we're good. I got one more.
10 seconds in, bang.
It's on you.
What is the best feeling in sports? Me and Kalani talk about
feeling.
This. Knocking someone out cold to win the UFC championship. I don't know if there's any more just like better feeling in sports. Like there's walk-off home runs, but this is me versus you, and I knocked you out cold, and I won the championship belt.
I think,
and it's been like 4 rounds.
The peak is
championship rounds.
Championship
the peak
rounds.
is that. There's nothing higher.
Is there anything better
for the belt?
For the belt, for you to like be the guy. Like there's winning, like catching a game-winning catch in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I still don't think
kick 6.
It's the kick 6 is up there, but nothing is as primal. And like I couldn't imagine anything be more rewarding. Than knocking him out to win.
So I think a part of it comes with like the risk reward. Like in a football game, you're not like, oh, I can get, like this guy's trying to knock me out. Like in a football game, yeah, somebody's gonna try to hit you hard, but a guy's either trying to choke you out, break your arm, knock you out, kick you in the head, whatever. And I think that feeling of bang, knocking somebody out and being like, I'm safe now, is like that. Like I just put myself out of harm's way.
I'm sorry,
it has to feel crazy
right now.
Yes,
I've never, in a primal sense, I feel like it's not like I'm safe now. I feel like it's I
just ate your heart.
Yeah, like I killed him. Like,
dude,
I ate his heart. I won. Fuck him. I am the greatest.
2 alpha lions in a cage, and one's going to come out alive. The other one's
exactly.
Gonna die.
Like I feel like safety's not even in there. It's just like every single thought for that man over the last year has been about this moment.
Yes,
and execute.
And execute.
And the reward that comes with it. Yeah. Because Super Bowl rings are great, but like if you're the UFC division champ,
it's only you.
You're one of. That's why Josh Hogan wants to be the heavyweight, because he said the baddest motherfucker in the world is the heavyweight champ of the UFC. That is the baddest motherfucker labeled in the world. Not some UFC, not some YouTube fighter, not even Brock Lesnar, not even Derrick Henry, not even the most psycho dude in the league. Like, this is from a measurable standpoint, this is the closest thing to the alpha gladiator we have in 2025.
100. If you are the heavyweight champion of the world, bro, you are him.
Yeah.
You're him.
I agree.
I thought you guys were going to have some other takes that would be good.
Well, I mean, I don't think you understood my take.
I mean, it just sounded like you were scared of losing.
No, it's more like I was a wrestler, and you're wrestling. You want to win, whatever. There's moments like in a wrestling room where you'll get in fist fights and stuff, and boom, 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 you're going whatever. You're trading hands, whatever. I think in a UFC fight, when you're going into round 4, round 5, championship rounds, right? There's a point where you're like, okay, I need to find a way to win. I need to find a way to put this guy away. I don't think it's more about like their brain thinking like, oh, I need to save myself from this fighter. I think it's more like that's the subconscious, like that's what fighting is really about, is like, I'm going to destroy this person in front of me. I'm going to beat the shit out of them. I'm going to win this fight. But that comes from being dominant over somebody. Less than about like secure. It's being secure, right? But is enforcing that dominance over them, less than about like being scared.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Great job, Steve. I'm gonna close this out with that. Great comment, great episode, boys. Lunch Pail guys, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, buy your merch, follow Lunch Pail guys. Anything else?
Make sure the boys bring their lunch pails next time.
Yeah. I think we need.
Why would you shout at the boys who didn't bring lunch pails?
Yeah, I know.
I think we need the boys back. I think.
They can learn a thing or two from this.
Yeah, I think so.
Good show, boys.
Good job, guys.
Joke of the day by me, by the way.